How's it? Today is Friday, November 17th. Low volume, high intensity, high inting. Um, Today was hard, but it was a different type of hard. You know, last couple days, Monday was particularly difficult. Wednesday was also pretty difficult. Tuesday was easy as hell. But today was different type of difficult. I think today I wasn't expecting to lift a lot. I didn't have a lot of progression in mind from last week. Last week was an awesome Friday. That's probably the best Friday I've had in 4 months. Snatch 101 3 times, clean jerk 128. And that was good. But I think today, when I'm looking at what I was doing today and the goal that I had for today, I didn't perform very well as far as lifts go, but my expectations of what I should be feeling like and my perspective on things was a lot more positive. I know I'm sounding like I'm talking very negatively, and yeah, I am, but my shoulder's been really bothering me since Monday, and it got a little bit better today, despite how badly I'm talking. It doesn't feel great right now, but I think on Wednesday, I was talking about it when I was sitting here recording this, reaching over with my right hand to scratch the outside of my left shoulder on Wednesday was very uncomfortable. Not super painful, but painful for sure. And right now, it's after work. It's been a long day altogether, but it's not hurting when I'm doing this. And I think that is a sign moving forward that I'm recovering a little bit better. I think that a lot of the reason why today was so challenging was due to my shoulders. It's not really my left shoulder, like it's mostly on my right shoulder, but sort of also in my mid back and my upper back, which I guess is technically part of my shoulder. I don't know if that's a part of my shoulder. So well, whatever it is, it's just been feeling really achy. This is 90 here. This is my last like quote unquote warm up. I don't know what a decent weight is. I was hoping for 100 today, because that's what I did last week. Like, I mean, I did 101, but I failed this 95 here. And from there, I was like, all right, like 100 for a couple singles is not going to be in the cards today. So I was like, okay, the second attempt, all right, if I do 95 here, I didn't do it, by the way. If I did 95 there, I would do 98 and then 100. And that was my goal. And I was like, okay, third attempt here, 95. Okay, cool. If I do this here, I'll be cool with doing 98. And then I missed this lift too. And I was like, all right, this is my last chance. If I miss this, I'm moving on. If I make this, I'm moving on. So 95, 3 fails, and then 1 make. Shoulder, honestly, not feeling great, but not terrible. And I do think that some of my shoulder issues are stemming from my upper back. I mentioned it a little bit earlier in this video, but I think that they are coming from that same spot where my upper back was hurting for the last 4 years. That sort of pain in the mid upper back when I'm front squatting. It feels like it hurts when I'm sitting down, when I'm not lifting, when I'm walking around the restaurant. There are certain positions and posture that don't feel good, and I think that is what is really creating this pain in my right shoulder, because like the right shoulder is connected to the spine, right? The middle of my back is the spine, right? So if there's something kind of going wrong with my spine, then it's going to manifest in some poor movement in my right shoulder. right? And like I know somebody mentioned this actually months and months and months ago. Maybe it was even last year at this point, but they mentioned that the issue that I'm facing with my upper back is might be causing I mean, it's definitely causing imbalances, but it's causing a little bit of shoulder mobility deficits, and I never really gave too much attention to that, and I definitely will moving forward. One thing to note about this, kind of as far as this perspective goes, my cleans today were so much better than they were on Wednesday. Even in spite of how sore my shoulders are and my upper back is. It's almost night and day. It feels like how I used to feel where, like, on Wednesday I said like, oh, okay, like, am I gonna be able to clean this, 125? And today, like, I wasn't gonna go for 125 given how poorly I snatched. But with the weights that I was lifting, the 100 and that 110 and 115, they all flew very well. And I'm super happy with the way that those felt. And that's probably one of the reasons why I was like, okay, like, today's not a wasted day. Today is, shoulder feels better, you know? So that is something that I'm focusing on. And that is, that makes me really happy kind of moving forward, because I was getting really worried, but hopefully to next week I'll be able to address a couple of these issues. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. We'll see. I might not really lift at all. I might just do some bodybuilding stuff, some shoulder stuff, some stretches and whatnot. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Shoots.